fly ball rate is steady. Line drive rate is up, so those are not good signs for him. The ERA has jumped dramatically from 2024. It's still pretty tough on a given day, but he has had a few double plays turned behind him. Knows how to get the ground ball. Swinging a pop foul out of play. Sinker down at the bottom rail, 2-2.
Yeah, that's one Riley wants back. That was right in his spot, over the middle of the plate. Like I told you before, he'll throw that sinker in the middle when he gets behind in the count and just let the action do what it needs to do, and he got Riley to foul that one off instead of squaring it up.
Ivy sets, holds it for an extra beat. The 2-2. Change up and away. As you said, he likes to throw it high, which I've never heard of before.
I mean, it's very interesting. You just look at the graphs and the heat maps. Yeah. He'll throw it up in the zone on purpose.
He's standing in bright sunshine, Tanner Bibee. The mound is in bright sunshine, and then immediately when he releases the ball, it goes into shadow all the way to home plate. The 3-2 off the plate and in. Riley Green draws a walk. Back-to-back walks. Tanner Bibee's strength is strike throwing. So the number 2 swings and misses to strike out Dylan Dingler on pitches 2 and 3. Sinker, and that speaks to the quality of that. If you can get 2 swings and misses to
square up.
That brings up Kerry Carpenter. Tigers trying to get the jump on the Guardians. First pitch to Carp, swinging a foul out of play. Cutter at the bottom rail. First pitch today was brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. First inning is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. You have the most unusual shadows in baseball in this ballpark in a setting sun in the summertime. Kind of turns into a big giant rectangle of sunshine from the left field line to the right field line. So all the outfielders are in shadow. And then you've got the bright sunshine that's what? Maybe 150 feet or more. It goes from foul line to foul line, and then home plate is in shadow. If there's a first baseman holding with a runner at this time of night, he does not want that pitcher to throw over. Carp has had some success against Tanner Bibee, 3 for 13, but one of 2 players with a home run. The strike 1. Swing and a foul. Fastball up and in.
That's one he wanted right there. I told you can't chase Tanner Bibee around the zone. Carp was looking for one up there. He got it and fouled it straight back.
Fastball clearly is surprising Tiger hitters with the way it is moving early. Nothing special on the hop at the plate, but he does like to use it up there with the changeup, as Bobby said. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. We're scoreless in the first. The 0-2. Breaking ball down and in. Good take. Carpenter digs in, hitting .237, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. It's the power that really has. The switch has been flipped in June.
Yeah.
23 home runs in 9 games. 6 home runs yesterday. Yes, 2 were off a position player, but the other 4 were off real like pitchers.
Real pitchers.
23 home runs in 9 games. The 1-2, swing and miss. Wow. This fastball really played. It was a real weapon in the first inning. Strikeout, 2 walks, and then 2 swing and miss strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the first to 3, Tigers and Guardians in Cleveland. We're scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Wallside's amazing once-in-our-history offer. 82 months, 0 interest. Can't be stretched out any longer. It positively ends Thursday. 82 months, 0 interest means lower monthly payments. You can afford to do your whole house with quality Wallside windows. 82 months, 0 interest, plus half off every window. The absolute last day is Thursday, June 18th. 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill, America, because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Matt Vierling here. You ever hear a sound and immediately know your day just got expensive? That right there, that's the sound of a bad day. Look, on the field, I'm prepared and ready for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way. Because repair bills don't ask permission, they just show up. That's why I have CarShield. Coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Fox 2 is just the best.
I watch before I go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good.
When I watch Fox, I feel like I'm getting the whole story.
They're working for you.
Tigers get a couple of base runners, but do not score. To the bottom of the first inning, scoreless. First pitch to Travis Bazzana is down and away. Ball one. Guardians facing the 30-year-old from Burbank, California. 6'4", 225-pound righty Jack Flaherty making his 15th start of the year. 1-0. Fly ball softly to right field. Kerry Carpenter will call off Outman and make the catch. One up and one down. So we talked about the keys for the Tigers against Tanner Bybee. Let's talk about the keys for Jack Flaherty against a lineup for the Guardians that is loaded with lefties because they have always cornered the market on switch hitters. they always, every year, have four. So there's 4 switch hitters and 3 lefties. Lefties have had the edge against Jack Flaherty. But I go back to Bobby. His career track record against Cleveland is really good. Jose Ramirez at the plate. First pitch. Backdoor slider. Perfect strike one. Gabe Morales goes up with the right hand.
Yeah, I think for Jack Flaherty tonight, it all keys off the fastball. It always keys off the fastball for Jack Flaherty. We know that, but particularly for this team who has a tough time against the heater. They're better against off-speed. Dan's going to tell you more about that in a moment, but he's got to locate that fastball.
Strike one. Change up away. So this Cleveland team struggles against 4-seam fastballs, which is good news for Jack Flaherty.
Yep.
They hit the sinker, and they hit the curveball and slider. That's not good news for Jack Flaherty. Swinging a tap foul, or swinging a miss, although he takes the mound with a lot of confidence. 10 career starts against the Guardians, a 2.50 ERA, and his last 2 years, 2024 and 2025, 7 starts with a 2.18. The 1-2, swinging a foul out of play, and believe me, you would say probably advantage Cleveland just because even though Jack Flaherty's been pitching better, he's still pretty hittable. Low walks, high strikeouts his last 25 innings, but 30 hits. I'll take the track record every time.
100%. I agree. I think also, too, one thing you may see tonight is a few more changeups than normal.
1-2. Knuckle curve bounces. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, a hook to Jose Ramirez. Bounces, 2-2. That's another pitch they struggle against. He's usually in the 2 to 3 per game with both the sinker.
It's almost funny. Like,
it is.
You almost know it's coming.
It's like, well, check the box.
Yep.
I just threw my third of the night. The windup, 2-2. A little bit low, popped out of the glove of Dylan Dingler. Slider down. Jose Ramirez, one of 4 switch hitters in the lineup. He is much better as a right-handed batter, and the gap is growing larger. It's almost 300 points of OPS this year. I don't still feel comfortable seeing him at the plate. 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a slider under the bat. Until he goes and sits down in the dugout, I'm going to be worried.
I'm still a little scared right now. He's walking back to the dugout. He hadn't gotten back there yet. Go ahead and take that helmet off, Jose.
Until you see him take the helmet off, then you know the at-bat's officially over.
I feel a lot better now that he's hitting the top step. But that was a good slider from Jack Flaherty. Just because this team does a nice job against breaking pitches, both the slider and curveball, doesn't mean you can't throw it. How you get there is going to be really important.
First pitch curveball away. So the key because we've seen the fastball be a swing and miss pitch for Jack in recent starts. So the key for him to get to the curveball slider. The 1-0 to Lauder, lefty. Fastball strike, outer half, 95.
It's to locate the fastball. And I do believe he's going to have to end up mixing in some of those changeups as well. Just throw him off a little bit. Throw him off the scent so he can then use it just how he did to Jose Ramirez down below the zone.
1-1, swing and a miss. That's what we're talking about. And he's done a really good job in most of his recent starts holding the velocity of the fastball. Innings 1 through 5.
Yeah, that one right there, 95 with the 15 vert. So it does a nice job of holding the line with that 4-seamer.
Long shadow being cast for Jack Flaherty on the mound. The 1-2. There it is, Bobby. Change up away. We'll track it. That's 1.
2.
That's
3.
2.
3 already today.
Oh, wow.
I think so. I know he threw one in the very first.
I didn't start paying attention until you said look for it.
got you, partner.
The 2-2, swinging a little soft tap foul. So this is a Cleveland team that some lefties who can give you trouble, but they are 12th in run scoring. They are last in the American League by OPS, team OPS. So for all the lefties, there aren't a lot of big threats in this lineup. The 2-2, swinging a pop-up, foul, and out of play, well back third base side. Ramirez saw 7 pitches before striking out. DeLauder will see at least 7 pitches. He digs in, hitting .254, 7 home runs. One of 5 players in history to make their debut in the postseason. Debuted against the Tigers, went 1 for 6 in the wild card. They think very highly of this young man. 2-2, swinging another pop-up foul and out of play. He poured the fastball in at 96. It's going to be important for him to hold that velocity. It doesn't have to be 95, 96, but the games where his average fastball is over 93, it's completely different than the games where it's 92.
Yes.
Standing in bright sunshine, casting a long shadow. As soon as he releases the ball, it's into shadow. The 2-2. Fastball low. Jack Flaherty fell down after delivering the pitch. Let's get the grounds crew out there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Pitch number 8 is ball 3. Lauder's very disciplined hitter. He's going to make it throw him a strike. 3-2. Bounce a knuckle curve. And walked him in a 9-pitch battle. This was Cleveland's strength in getting to 9 games over the 500 mark. They drew a lot of walks. They didn't really have that one true strength, but they drew a lot of walks. They advanced the base runners. They stole bases. They're still second in steals in the American League. There's not a lot of power in this lineup, but that's been their superpower this year. Get men on, move them along. High fly ball, right field off the bat of Manzardo, deep a playable. Carpenter back to the track, 1 step onto it, makes the catch. Kyle Manzardo made a bid for his 8th home run. Kerry Carpenter hauls it in. The walk does no harm. Ahead of the second inning, scoreless, Tigers and Guardians first at 3 in Cleveland. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love. Standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
The Hexa Sheets? Think made-to-order food, snacks, drinks, essentials, and fuel, all in one stop. And always open when you need us.
Colt Keith leads off for the Tigers. Torkelson and McKinstry to follow. We're scoreless in the second inning. 2 base runners for the Tigers did not score. 1 for the Guardians. First pitch swings a little pop fly into shallow left center. Rocchio going out, and he's going to make the catch. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Brian Rocchio had no chance. He had no chance. All he did was sprint to his spot, reach, and the ball went over his right shoulder, and somehow left shoulder made the catch with a slide in left field. Great play.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible, Dan. That's one of those as an infielder. As soon as that ball goes up, the only chance you got is to go and run where you think it's going to come down. It came down about an arm's length away from where he ran, and he just threw the glove out there and it went in. Unbelievable play by Rocchio. Wow.
Started over his right shoulder with his back turned to home plate. Ended up over his left shoulder. I have no idea how you make that catch. And that's not luck.
No.
I mean,
no.
He ran to the spot. Golly, that's good.
Incredible.
Torque takes a strike, hitting .211 with 10 home runs. Cutter misses low and away. Again, righties have hit Bobby for a little higher average. Torque, in his career, 3 for 11 with 3 walks and a couple of doubles. Good defensive team. They played Torque to pull. Martinez was in center last year, didn't grade out well, so they moved Kwan, the Gold Glover, to center field. Curveball away, challenged.
The catcher is challenging the pitch.
On the big board here in Cleveland, it was a ball.
The call is confirmed. Cleveland has 1 remaining.
Both teams starting Gold Glove catchers. Yeah, it was a ball by less than 1/10 of an inch.
Is a hitter? I approve that.
Oh my goodness. Get a ruler out. Look at a 1/16 of an inch. Sinker for a strike. So 1/8 of an inch is what, 0.125? It was below that. Jeez. Come on. Big miss. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Bobby, I'm going with shadows are an issue here. They are swinging right through fastballs in the middle of the plate.
Dan, the interesting thing, I can't argue with that based on these swings. The Tigers can hit a fastball.
When I asked you during the break, you didn't think so. But
I didn't, but because normally that's what you want. You want heaters when you're in these shadows conditions. Like spin, you can't pick it up. But Tanner Bybee is just beating Tigers with heaters right now, both 2 and 4 seams. It's very odd.
Speaks to the movement on both the 4-seam and sinking fastball. Yep. Sinker in to Zach McKinstry, gets a called strike. Time for dollars on deck. If Zach McKinstry, batting with 2 outs and the base is empty, gets a hit this inning, Northville Lumber will donate to Detroit Blackbusters. Northville Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. Ramirez in tight. Rocchio up the middle. It's good, solid defensive infield. Soft ground ball to second base. Pisano will charge field on the grass, flip to first, fine play. Some really good defense in the second inning. Pisano had to do everything right. Charge field and flip, and he did. History gets down that line pretty well. 1-2-3, second inning for Tanner Bybee and the Guardians. We go to the bottom of the second inning in Cleveland. Scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Hey, Matt Vierling here. From the stands, people see the highlights. Home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car, too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and they're not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly car repairs. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You've got a plan. A CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales, so glad to have you along for the first of 3 Tigers and Guardians in Cleveland. Swinging a line drive, base hit down the left field line off the bat of Reese Hoskins. Go around first, head to second. Riley Green's throw will be cut off by Zach McKinstry. Reese Hoskins struggling at the plate. Line drive double to start the second.
We told you how important it was for Jack Flaherty to locate His fastball, that one, two things. Number one, it was right in the middle of the plate. Two, it was 93 miles an hour. He's done a nice job in the first inning, hitting some 4s and 5s and even 1-6. That one, 93 in the middle. Rhys Hoskins is on with a leadoff double.
Brings up Angel Martinez. Hoskins is a power threat, just really hasn't hit with power. Ramirez probably the biggest power threat. First pitch, four-seam fastball, misses the mark, ball one. Martinez was hot going into that series in Detroit. He has cooled markedly since. He was 3 for 17 against Tigers pitching last month. He's hit 190 since. Trying to bunt his way on, he bunts it foul behind home plate. In that series, he went in and he's hit a couple of home runs since, but he's already matched his home run total from a year ago. So he was a surprising source of power.
Yeah.
I think they were pretty excited. He's only 24. There was clearly upside. He had some struggles last year, 220 with no power. Another switch hitter. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Wow, has him falling across home plate, and that got a lot of the plate. His improvements all about his totals from the left side. He was hot from the left side going into that series in Detroit. He has cooled way off. So far, it's just more power from the left side. Swinging a slicing foul. Hits the netting above the Guardians' dugout, which is on the third base side. Jack Flaherty has become an extreme fly ball pitcher. We've seen that with Casey Mize, Kader Montero, and Jack Flaherty in the last 2 years. Kind of odd. Fly ball rate starting to come down. The 1-2. Soft little tap foul. Knuckle curve down. He hit Martinez lunging and waving, but he got a piece of it to stay alive. Cleveland offense we're kind of familiar with. They've added walks to their game this year. A lot of walks, second only to the Yankees. And they make contact because it's what they do. The 1-2. Fastball high and away. So long at bats, and we watched the pitch count for Jack Flaherty because he's had some starts where he's pitched well, but he's out in the fifth with a high pitch count like 2 starts ago. This is a team that can push the pitch count up. No score man at second to lead off the second. 2-2. Ground ball fouled on the first baseline. This is where the swing and miss has been so important for Jack Flaherty. And Bobby, it really is impressive how he's turned things around. I mean, he was walking 7 batters per 9. It wasn't good through his first 8 starts. And he had the 1 walk, 10 strikeout game. Now in his last 4 walks and 33 strikeouts. 2-2. Fly ball to left, fairly deep. Riley Green goes back, makes the catch. No chance for Hoskins to advance. And it's been all about, really, for Jack. Strike one for way off. Now he's filling up the strike zone. 3 of his last 4 starts, he's been over 70% first pitch strikes.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just commitment. And Jackie has even talked about that at times as well. Just being committed and executing whatever pitch is called, and just having that dogged determination to be on the plate in areas that benefit him, closer to that edge, obviously.
Stephen Kwan's having a tough year, always a tough out. First pitch, knuckle curve, strike 1. Like the way he's mixing his pitches. Second inning is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Play the Michigan Lottery's Detroit Tigers instant ticket and online games. Today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. McGonigal's at third. He's a step behind the base and off the line. Swinging a little soft fly ball into center field. Here comes James Outman, dives, and he makes the catch. Welcome to Detroit, James Outman. Even though we're in Cleveland. James Outman was picked up. We saw him in a Twins uniform, and AJ spent some time talking about the reasons why. He had a really nice first full year with the Dodgers in 2023. Hasn't hit since. He said, we know that. There is something still in there, though. But more than anything, Bobby, they just wanted to settle down the center field picture defensively.
And that's one thing James Outman has always done, regardless of what he's done at the plate, is locked down his center of the park in the outfield. You saw it right there.
He just saved a run.
Sure did.
Patrick Bailey, slider away. Get your teammates' attention.
Yes, he was very decisive there. Had to sit for a minute. Big swing, even from Kwan, off the end of the bat, and then put his foot in the dirt, charged on that ball, drove on it, made a nice sliding catch.
Patrick Bailey batting Got to get this guy swinging a foul to the screen. Gold Glove catcher who just has not been able to hit at the major league level. Some promise in his early years for San Francisco, but it's been a mighty struggle, especially since the start of last year. 1-1, swing and a miss. Feels like you could just do the same thing again. Fastball up.
I wouldn't mess around with it. I wouldn't mess around with it at all. Go ahead and throw that your best fastball top of the zone.
Comes in hitting 154 in his 130 at bat. Switch hitter batting lefty. Knees slightly flexed. Extends the hands away from the left shoulders. He cocks the bat over it. 1-2. Swinging a slicing drive down the left field line. Riley Green runs over. He'll just get a better look at where it lands. Down the left field line. Good crowd on hand. Tigers are in town. And they have packed this ballpark tonight. I love it, Bobby.
I mean, man, I honestly, I'm not just saying this. There's not many empty seats in this place.
At all. As soon as the sun goes away, the ones here on our right will be filled in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Again, the 1-2. Slider misses low and in. So Bailey hitting 154, and he's just basically the same guy from both sides of the plate. Gets most of his at-bats from the left side. Hasn't done anything from the right side. Close to the plate. Windmills that bat around once, twice. McGonigal's deep and off the line at third. Hoskins takes his lead at second. 2-2. Swing and a soft tap foul. Catcher to catcher. Patrick Bailey checks on Dylan Dingler. Gabe Morales will give him a moment, which he needs.
Dingler and Bailey talking about how much it stinks to get hit with foul balls and such. I know, brother. We chose this a long time ago. You ready? Yeah, I'm good. That's how that conversation
that mutual
goes.
respect. The umpire will walk a new ball out to the pitcher or dust home plate if it doesn't need it. Catchers will give umpires time after they take a shot. Bailey's going to see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. This is the 4th at-bat already. We're 8 batters in that has gone at least 7 pitches. The 2-2, swinging a line drive, base hit into left, and the Guardians will take a 1-0 lead. Riley Green fields it in the gap, gets the ball into McKinstry. Hoskins scores. 2-out line drive single from Bailey. And the Guardians take a 1-0 lead in the second.
Yeah, we told you, stay with the fastball. The only issue I had with it was down. I think if you go up, you have a better chance. He threw it down, it was down middle. And he gave Bailey an opportunity to drop the barrel on it. That's exactly what he did and found a hole.
Brings up Brian Rocchio. His bat has cooled off, but he is a better hitter this year. First pitch, slider down, and he was a tough out in Detroit. He's always a tough out.
Yes.
Seen it in the postseason. First series this year, he was 4 for 11 with 3 walks, 2 doubles, and a triple. Four-seam fastball yanked down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. His big improvement this year, he's bumped the walk significantly and cut the strikeouts to the extent that you look at it and you go, heck, he's only 25. Hasn't done much the last couple of years. OPS in that 620 range. He comes in with an OPS over 750 into this game. Even though he's cooled off, this is a better hitter. Called strike to Rocchio to make it 2-1.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and guys improve in the big leagues. You said, Dan, 25. He's not hit his ceiling yet. The glove definitely plays. We've seen that already tonight. There's upside for this guy.
Good from both sides of the plate. Backdoor slider got the called strike. This game brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Sun has now covered the entire infield. It's just a little triangle of sunshine that starts in shallow center field and goes to the right field line. 1-0 Cleveland, the 2-2. Fastball high and away at 95. I don't like the way this pitch count is climbing. 42 pitches. We're in the second, and lots of long at-bats. 5 batters have seen at least 6 pitches. 3-2. Swinging a line drive, base hit into right field. Carpenter over the field. Nope, gets by him to the wall, and that's going to score a run. Bailey around third. He will score. Rocchio heading to third. He'll go in with a head first slide well ahead of the throw. Brian Rocchio triples 2-0 Cleveland.
That ball was hit hard to right field. Kerry Carpenter tried to cut it off. Was unable. Once that happened, Bailey was definitely going to score. The question was going to be 2 or 3. It ended up being 3 pretty easily. It was a slider, middle of the plate. Rocchio did not miss it. 100 miles an hour off the bat.
Two outs, man on third. Now this becomes a big batter. Travis Bazzana takes a first pitch curveball strike. Lineup turning over. First round pick 1-1 out of Oregon State. Just 2 years ago, rapid rise to the major leagues. He's done a solid job so far. Change up low and away. The Aussie. He's in hitting 257. Didn't hit with a lot of power in the minor leagues. He was always very young for the league that he was in. The 1-1. Slider away. Now he's got the good hitter's count. Good bat to ball skills. He can draw a walk to get on base. Not a lot of swing and miss. The 2-1. Fastball up and away. 3-1 on Bazzana. 2-0 Cleveland. That is a big, big run to Strand at third base. Given that Tanner Bybee has given up 3 runs in his last 4 starts against the Tigers going back to last year. 3-1. Swinging a foul to the top of the screen. Man, these long at-bats.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're right, Dan. The pitch count is climbing. He's sitting at his next pitch will be his 49th on the day.
Third, he works from the middle of the rubber. Placed that left foot in front of the right. The 3-2. Swinging a high fly ball. Left center field playable for James Outman. Calls off Riley Green and makes the catch. 6 men to the plate. Lots of long at-bats. RBI hits from Patrick Bailey and Brian Rocchio. Tigers bat in the third. First of 3 with Cleveland. They're down 2-0 after 2. The Detroit Tigers Radio Network presented by Meyer. Hi, Tigers are Bybee. We're in the 4th inning. 2-1 Cleveland. First pitch sinker on the back door for a called strike 1. Tanner Bybee has been, it's just precision strike throwing with the sinker, the 4-seamer, especially the sinker. That's 16 for 21 strikes on the sinker, and it's moving. Dingler swings and taps 1 foul. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. He struck him out on 3 pitches, and the last 2 were swings and misses at sinkers. 2 sinkers to start this at-bat.
It's got some serious sink and fade down and into a right-handed hitter. Tremendous movement.
Bybee over on the third base side. Quick step back with the left foot and then into his motion. Delivers, swinging a soft tap foul. Sinker on the outer edge. You're just battling out there.
You are. And the thing with Bybee, he's got enough savvy, especially with Bailey behind the plate. If you feel like a guy is accounting for that sinker and that movement, then all of a sudden you throw that 4-seamer and it just rides out.
The 0-2, swinging a ground ball softly foul. Jacob Waguespack. Waguespack is up and throwing, the newest Tiger reliever in the Tigers bullpen, and that tells you a little something, doesn't it, about how A.J. Hinch looks at this game?
I think so.
Not like 7th game of the World Series, but feels like you might play it like a playoff game. Swinging a pop-up softly into right field. A dive and a grab by DeLauder. Got a good jump. Had to make a sliding backhanded grab. Another good play by the Guardians.
It sure was. We told you this team can throw the leather around. Bazzana's got 2 nice plays. Quan's made a nice play. Rocchio, the unbelievable over the shoulder. Now DeLauder throws his hat in the ring. I guess throws his glove in the ring.
Yeah.
Good play down that right field line.
Brings up Kerry Carpenter for thinking 1 swing of the bat. It is one of the weaknesses of Tanner Bybee this year, noticeably more home runs. Ground ball softly over the mound. Tanner Bybee smartly lets it go. Rocchio fields and flips. On the right field side of second base, and easily gets Carpenter at first on a slow chopper over the mound. Today's game brought to you in part by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. Fourth inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family-owned, celebrating 82 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. 2 up, 2 down. Outman with the home run last inning. 5 in a row retired by Tanner Bybee since. First pitch cutter at the belt. Colt Keith didn't like the call, but he's not going to challenge strike one. He was right there. Ramirez is off the line, about 3 steps behind the bag. Rocchio up the middle, but not way up the middle. Keith swings, fouls it out of play. Change up. One of the great moments of the entire season. Silent treatment for Colt Keith. It just put a smile on everybody's face.
You knew it was gonna. It was
had
coming.
to be.
It had to be.
And he embraced every moment of it. The 0-2. Fastball high. Big miss. One of the rare big misses today for Tanner Bybee.
Back in the day, they would have kangaroo court would have fined you for taking so long to hit your first homer. What took so long? It's your problem. That's going to cost you 25.
Spreads out, knees slightly flexed. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Wow. That cutter is not your average cutter. It's got slider break to it. It's got tilt. That was sharp. Keith strikes out. 6 in a row now retired by Bybee. It looks like the end of the night for Jack Flaherty. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 Guardians. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. That's $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
Baseball season is here, and National Coney Island is celebrating America's national pastime with Baseball Month this June. Dine in wearing your favorite baseball gear and enter to win one of our Detroit baseball prize packages, including Tigers tickets, Coney gear, and a National Coney Island gift card. Enjoy the food Detroit families love. Legendary Coneys, fresh breakfasts, juicy burgers, crisp salads, and hometown favorites like the original honey sandwich served all day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's Baseball Month for a limited time only at National Coney Island, the official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Pitch and change brought to you by our Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Jacob Wagisback takes over on the mound for the Tigers. Just picked him up, just added to the roster. We saw a close-up of Jack Flaherty fielding the ground ball kind of awkwardly. He finishes off to the first base side of the rubber, the ground ball at the bat of Manzardo. He reached quickly back to his right, and then there was a grimace on his face after he flipped the ball to Torkelson and walked off the field. So apparently that's when the call went to Wagisback to get loose, and he is now in the game. Many years overseas, injuries the last 2 years. The strike one. Fastball on the outside edge. Not big velocity, but sounds like Bobby that he was telling me today. He's got a little vertical on that fastball, and he's got great extension, 7 foot extension. Ball gets on hitters a little quicker. 0-2. Fly ball center field, kind of fully extended on the cutter. Outman makes the catch. Hoskins not much behind that swing. Doubled his first time up. 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, Dan, it's definitely an arm angle you don't see a lot of. And when you're building bullpens, this is what you see. You want to see some guys with some different looks. He gets it done in a little bit different fashion, like you said. That fastball, everything he throws is going to play up a little bit because he's literally closer to the plate than most guys. Actually, he's closer to the plate than 92% of the guys. Out at 7 feet. And you feel that as a hitter.
So it just feels like no matter, so if it's 92 on the fastball, which it is, it gets on you quick.
It feels like 4 or 5 because he's just closer to you. You feel that presence closer to you as a hitter.
First pitch to Martinez is ball 1. Now dots the fastball low and away. He says, that's my bread and butter. The fastball, you'll see a pitch that's called a slider. He said it is a slider, but his cutter is, I call it a cutter because that's the thought process I want in my mind when I release it, and it is going to the books as a cutter.
Yep.
He says kind of just a bullet slider. You see pitchers do that, so whatever they want to call it. And sometimes it's just they want that certain thought in how they finish. That's what they call a slider or cutter. Another cutter away, and it's now 3-1 on Angel Martinez.
Yeah, right over the top with that delivery. Don't see a ton of that anymore.
Yeah, he's way up there.
Way up there, 70 degrees, but basically right over the top.
3-1, shot to first, picked by Spencer Torkelson. Underhand flip to Waguespack at first base. Wow. Absolutely smoked. Torque turned to his right, fielded to the glove side, and probably feeling fortunate that ball ended up in his glove. That was smoked.
You didn't have a lot of time. That overspin ground ball off the bat of Martinez. Ball was hammered. You take that little jab step back with your left hand, open up to buy yourself just a little more space to get a better look at it, and it went right in the glove. And a good feed to Waguespack covering.
Brings up Stephen Kwan. That's why all ground balls are not created equal.
Right.
Fastball, strike. So you see 105 sometimes, but if that ball got beat into the dirt by home plate, it's not going to be anything for somebody at shortstop to handle. It's not going to be hard to handle.
No.
That was 105, one hop. Slicing drive over McGonigal's head down the left field line off the bat of Stephen Kwan. Running first, heading to second. He'll turn and hold. Throw comes in on one hop from Riley Green. Stephen Kwan singles. Just something to remember because you'll hear, man, he smoked that ball. Yeah, but it bounced 10 feet in front of home plate.
Yeah.
Well, man, he smoked that ball. Yeah, one hopper off the dirt. That usually is in the right field. Well, Flair a single for Stephen Kwan. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Instant replay. Brought to you by the St. Bruce Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. First pitch cutter. Down below the strike zone to Patrick Bailey. So he likes to work the 92 up at the top rail as well as down. You can get some called thirds at the bottom rail. The 1-0. Cutter at the belt. He's throwing the cutter a lot. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. McKinstry's at short tonight. McGonigal's at third. He's way over to the right near shortstop. The 1-1. Fastball runs away. So no word on Jack Flaherty, just the replay that we saw on the Detroit Sportsnet monitor. It looks like when he turned and grabbed that ground ball at the bat of Mazzardo, a little awkward. 2-1. Change up low. What we got, Bobby?
They're getting word from downstairs that Jack Flaherty is undergoing evaluation after exiting the game due to left leg discomfort.
Patrick Bailey winning the 3-1. Man, you don't want that. Walk a guy hitting 154. So the numbers for Jacob Waguespack, debuted with Toronto in 2019. 78 innings of work with a 4.40 ERA. 3 walks per 9, a little over that. Strikeout rate just below 7.5 per 9. 17 innings, a little rough the next year with Toronto. That was a COVID year, which you can forget about that year. And then he went overseas, and he had some good years overseas. pitching in 2022 through 2024, and then injuries really set in the last 2 years when he was in the Tampa organization and Philadelphia. Very good numbers at AAA. For Nashville this year, that's Milwaukee. Brian Rocchio takes a strike on the outside edge. This is maybe the toughest out in this lineup, outside of Manny Ramirez, swinging a foul, at least for the Tigers.
Yeah.
It sounds funny, but he is.
Listen,
they can't get him out.
And like you said, it goes back to last year as well. He's hitting down in the order, but certain teams, certain uniforms just bring out the best in guys, and it seems like for Rocchio, that's the case.
Switch hitter batting lefty. 2-1 Cleveland. These are big base runners to Strand. Cutter up. And now Rocchio has got the good hitters count. 2-1. 1 run, 1 hit. A James Outman home run for the Tigers. 2 runs, 4 hits, plus a couple of walks for the Guardians. The 2-1. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Well back third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's about the same. From both sides of the plate, it's a higher average from the left side, more power from the right side. And again, it's OPS over 750 coming into this game. League average down around 710 this year. Really spreads out in that left-handed batter's box. Open stance, tucks the right shoulder in, extends the hands up and away from the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over it. Reagular back, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Really nice changeup. And then went down and away from Rocchio. Single and a walk. Rocchio strikes out. Tigers bat in the 5th. After 4, 2-1 Cleveland. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply, not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
Baseball is back in the D, and it's time to bring the bliss to game day. This season, crack open a Carbliss while you're cheering on the Detroit Tigers, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories with bold, unbeatable flavor. From tailgates outside the ballpark to watch parties at home, Carbliss is the MVP of your lineup. So when the Tigers swing big, you sip big. Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Find your bliss at drinkcarbliss.com.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means. It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
That's by Tiger Law. All they do is win. Tanner Bybee facing 7, 8, 9 hitters. Torkelson, McKinstry, and James Outman, who's accounted for the only Tigers run tonight with a home run in his first at-bat as a Tiger. Curveball, swing and a miss. Hasn't thrown it a lot. That's a very good pitch. The strike 1. Yanked a sinker low and away. Tanner Bybee, one of the few starters you'll see who just gets better each trip through the opposing order. Not a power first trip through. Then it's 240 with a little power. This is ending the second trip through, and then the third trip through it's 280, but absolutely no power. And man, the Tigers have not been able to figure him out.
No.
2-1, swing and a miss. Bat toss winner. Spencer Torkelson off the netting. Bat boy, nice. He just played that like Riley Green last week.
No big deal. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Coming hot off the net.
Right? bouncing off the net.
He didn't get away.
Nope.
Nope. Very calmly caught it. Delivers it back to Tort. Goes and gets a little more pine tar in the back. Three starts last year for Tanner Bybee against the Tigers. 7 innings, no runs, 6 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, 1 run. And then last month in Detroit, 3 weeks ago, 8 innings, 1 run. Those were his last 4 starts against the Tigers. Into his motion, the 2-2. Cutter was ball out of hand. Now 3-2. Pitch count is still very low for Tanner Bybee, looking for his second win of the year. The 3-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Rocchio gathers up the ball to his right. Knee-high bounce. Flips it to Hoskins at first. 1 up and 1 down in the 5th inning. The final line for Jack Flaherty comes out with an injury. They're checking his left leg after an awkward turn to field the ground ball. 3 innings, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Pitch count was climbing, but certainly he would have come out for the 4th and 5th had he been healthy. 7 in a row now, retired since the home run by James Outman. Fastball in for a called strike 1. Line shot, 1 hop, backhanded by Hoskins. He'll flip and off the glove of Tanner Bybee.
Tough play right there. 1 hop, overspin ground ball to the right of first baseman Rhys Hoskins. This is the play we always talk about with Spencer Torkelson. He makes that throw as good, if not better than anybody in the big leagues. Hoskins tried to feather that ball, tried to hit Bybee in stride, threw it a little high. He had to skip, goes off the glove, goes down as an E3. But that's why you just pick a spot on the chest of the pitcher covering and rip it towards him instead of feather it over there.
And that's why we brag about how good Torque is at that. James Outman, after hitting the home run last time up, takes a fastball in, showing bunt. I love it.
I like it.
Absolutely love it. He takes the ball 1.
He can run a little bit, figure out a way to pass the bat to McGonigal behind you.
That final line for Jack Flaherty, brought to you by Figer Law. 2-1 Cleveland, man on a man out. Tigers need base runners, put some pressure on Tanner Bybee. Fastball sinks low. 2-0 on James Outman. Just a handful of at-bats with Minnesota. Each of the last 3 years have been the same. Limited at-bats and real struggles. 140, 150, 2-0. Curveball strike on the outer third.
Man, I remember when this young guy made his debut. Boy, you thought, okay, Dodgers got something again. Are you serious? I mean, it was speed, power, play center field. Just hasn't materialized, but good start with the Tigers.
2-1. Swing and a foul on the ground behind home plate. Strikeouts are too high. I mean, AJ didn't sugarcoat anything. Yeah, he's got to cut down the strikeouts, but it really is about the defense. The Tigers have to improve their outfield defense. It still remains at the very bottom of the American League by defensive runs saved. He's a true center fielder.
Yep.
Waiting in a 2-2 on the way. Cutter high and away. Allows him to do things like bring Matt Bearding off the bench.
That's right.
Or Wenzel Perez. Allows them to play in the corners where they are probably better. Outman now waiting on a 3-2. Keep an eye on McKinstry at first. Bobby's been better holding runners this year. Flip over to first. They got him.
McKinstry's yapping at first base umpire.
What's he complaining about?
I think he felt like he balked. Yeah. Him and McKinstry was giving it to Doug Eddings a little bit. That front knee buckled a little bit.
Tigers did not challenge. Can't challenge a non-balk call. What do you think? The 3-2. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Got him with a cutter down. Outman strikes out. And the beginnings of a potentially good inning go quickly in the space of a throw over and a throw home. Here at the bottom of the fifth inning, 2-1 Cleveland. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Play ball!
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Plus, whenever you shop Meyer, you help support organizations all over the city. From local businesses and manufacturers to schools, food banks, kids' athletics, and more programs that bring us together. Because when you shop Meyer, you don't just shop for yourself. You shop for your entire community. You create reasons to celebrate and opportunities for people in your community to live, to learn, to work, and to play. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the seventh inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meyer. Proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Your car deserves more than a quick rinse. At Clean Express Auto Wash, official car wash of the Detroit Tigers, we built something better. 14 brand new state-of-the-art locations designed specifically for Detroit roads. Whatever the season throws at your car, we'll handle it. Wash Smart Unlimited starting at $20 a month. No stress, no hassle, just a clean you can trust. Experience the difference. Find a location near you at cleanexpresswash.com.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan.
One down in the ninth. Riley Green steps to the plate. He's got a home run in his career against Cade Smith. It was here. Said I wasn't trying to do too much because there was a runner on third. I was just trying to get him home. I said, "What'd you learn about that?" He said, "Nothing. I was just trying to get the runner home from third."
Well, you know, it's funny because we were standing there having that conversation,
right?
And he said, "What'd you learn?" I said, "He goes, nothing. He was throwing a million. I was just trying to touch it."
Right.
Do that more often, Riley. That works.
Fastball low and in, and he junked. That's kind of the same thing you talked about this spring. I changed my two-strike approach. What's the change? I have one. The 1-1. Soft tap foul on the ground behind home plate. 0 for 2. The walk for Riley Green.
The cool thing about Riley Green is he's so
honest.
And I say this, I don't want to. He's simple and he's honest.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. 2 outs in the ninth. Leaves it up to Dylan Dingler.
That's just a nasty splitter. 88 down.
That's crazy.
You've seen 98, 99. You see that ball come out of his hands. As a hitter, you see that good split. Guys with the nasty downers that are just knuckling and tumbling. You see it, but you swing at the arm speed, and before you realize what it is, it's over.
Dylan Dingler, fly ball, left field. This one playable. Martinez will make the catch. Got it off the barrel. Dingler flies out. And the Guardians win another tight, low-scoring game here in Cleveland. Good pitching, good defense, and just enough runs for Cleveland. Final score in Game 1 of a 3-game weekend series. The Guardians 3, and the Detroit Tigers 2.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra light-duty elevation crew cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. That's $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCofferinfo.com for details.
Summer is back, Tigers fans, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your yard ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the hardest working grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means? It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Crowd getting ready for fireworks. Their fourth sellout of the year here in Cleveland, 35,000 plus. Saw the Cleveland Guardians. Boy, we've seen this game before. Beat the Tigers by the final score of 3-2. They have won all 5 meetings with the Tigers, and it feels like every one of these games. There was one blowout in Detroit, but this year and last year, tight, low-scoring games, and the Guardians, now 14-7 in the last 21 meetings, have found more ways to score than the Tigers have in those 21 games most often. Tigers lose 3-2